What is up, my B-Boss Baddies and my Batman fellas? It is your girl Bosana and welcome BBossArmy. So as you guys can tell by the title, today I am going to be telling you guys things that make women come back for more. Now it could be that eggplant of yours, right? Maybe that long one, maybe that long burger, or it could be simply your presence, just having you around, just you, yes. Your personality is enough for her to want more of you. It could be that, okay? So the things I have today on my list, some of this could be used when you just meet a woman, or it could be after you guys been together for some time. It really does not matter. And if it does not work the first time, maybe you could try these things differently, and I'll try to explain that as well when I tell you guys the things on my list, okay? So lastly, you guys, I do have 2 other channels, links down below, and of course, please give this video a huge thumbs up. Y'all ready? Okay. First thing that I have for what makes women come back for more. And listen, it's simple. It's the truth. And if you haven't gotten to this point, this is more so later on now, or maybe the first time, but later on that night. And this is leaving her sore. I'm telling you guys, and there's only one way to leave her sore: the poundings. Okay, so if you guys do not know, every single woman out here has a freak side. No matter what you hear, no matter what they tell you, it's within them, it's in them. Okay, so that just right there being known for you guys, you have to understand that if she's not showing you, there will be a man out there that will get it out and she will go show. So if you feel like, oh, the whole be delicate with females, be soft, show love instead of actually, if you think that's the best thing to do, you'll notice how quick a girl will not come back for more, won't come back to you. And that's because she's not bored. I mean, she is bored. She's not entertained. She's not enjoying it. It's not exciting. So many different reasons why a lot of girls don't like that instead. So for you guys, these girls have it in them. Look how rude they could be to you guys. Look how masculine some girls can be. Look how modern day girls are carrying themselves. And look how a lot of these girls are freaks out here, right? Look how they dress. So we don't go based on what we kind of think. We kind of got to go based on what we see in society, how people act in society, how girls act in society. So deep down inside, these girls want to get pumped out. Pump it up. No, they want the whole thing. They want every single thing in there. Like I've said before, every single inch. So if you want to be late, right? Some girls will tell you, okay, you know, cool. She won't tell you nothing. She might fake it. You know, I'll let you guys know if you want a video about when and how to know if a girl is faking that. Yeah, okay, let me know. But last things I just want to wrap up. I actually do really want to talk more about this, but it might be a separate video thing because, hey, there's a lot to say. But girls love hardcore. So every time you just got to think about it, if it's aggressive or soft, always pick aggressive. Now, when you're dealing with a girl, depending on the type of girl you're dealing with, be delicate, be careful, right? When you're meeting a girl for the first time, you're not going to full out show her everything, or you're not going to full out scare her away, but you're going to show her what you could give her next time. And so in that sense, it's like you're going to give her something, and it's going to be where you stop at that point where she wants more. So I'm not here, not this video, but I'm not here to tell you guys what I want you guys to do in the bedroom, what steps. That part, you guys might figure it out. You guys might just have a really good idea of what you guys should do. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that go full on in and then give it a break. Give it a stop. And then keep going. And then if that does not even work, or if you want to try a more, safe approach, give her just one time, and if she wants more, she better start begging. She better get on the floor. I'm joking, but that's simply it. So if you guys didn't really get it, y'all, it's just as simple as a lot of girls, they don't go back for the guys that give her a bad experience the first time. Something she can't remember. She needs to go home, wake up the next day and be like, whew, right? That's how girls get D-whipped. That's how girls get attached. That's how some girls also have soul ties. And lastly, I'm not trying to promote you guys to just be doing it for one time. The whole one night stand thing. No, I'm not trying to promote that, or I'm trying to tell you guys like just mess around. But I have to tell you guys based on what's realistic and what's going on. In this whole video, I'm going to be realistic with you guys. So if it seems like, hey, no, I'm just telling you guys this is what really works. Okay. So lay it down right. Give her that pipe and make sure she can remember what you gave her. And there's other ways you could make sure that you do give out hardcore where it's not as difficult as some of you guys may think. Next thing on my list is bring something she can't find with another man or find from another man. So listen to this, you guys. Yes, some girls, or sorry guys, most girls, they do go for money and status. We know this, right? We should know this by now. If you don't, you do. If you're new, welcome. And if you haven't given this video a big thumbs up, please do that. Thank you. And so we know this about women nowadays, but women actually get so tired. They get tired of the nice guys. They get tired of the rude guys. They get tired of every single guys out here. And you guys know this, right? And every single guy for a woman, you know, it's like, okay, what can I get from you now? Right? It gets to a point where girls have so much guys that money and status will matter and will be the reason why she chooses a guy. But now she needs a little bit more. And most times when girls get money and status from a guy, these guys are not full on entertaining them and, you know, full on giving their whole life to that woman, right? I'm trying to say these guys are still cheating. These guys are still dealing with other girls, have other girls. And so in that sense, there's no loyalty there. These guys don't take these hoes serious because they're for the streets. And these girls don't want the sins, but they want the guys that have the money. But those guys don't take them serious because they know how these girls are. So in all reality, what happens at the end when you bring something to the table, if you have money and status, that is what's gonna be the startup. I'm sorry, you guys. When I said I was being realistic, I'm being realistic. Girls, if you don't have, girls out here, if you don't have money for them ready, in a sense of taking them out to eat, paying for something, whether it's the nails or all the way to the big bills where it's home bills, right? Rent, a mortgage. I don't know if guys against that type of level right there. Whoa, I don't know about that one. But you see, it really does not matter because all this girl is going to get to a point of is if she goes to this guy, if I could find it here, you're not as valuable as I think you are. So it's not about, you know, something out of the ordinary that, man, you have to be so gifted or I'm so blessed with. Like, no. It could be maybe the type of person that you are when it comes down to your way of talking, communicating. Maybe you just understand her so well. And that's the nice thing about you guys, that every person should feel special. There's something you can bring to the table aside from something that you can just go buy and offer. You get what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of girls start trying to find in these guys that don't have that to show, right? A lot of nice guys already show that nice side, already showed the available side, already show that I'm going to listen to you or I'm here to try to communicate the best for you. A lot of guys do that. But the guys that don't do it, those are the guys, once again, with money and status. And when girls keep going back to these guys or stay with that one guy, they will never, ever get it out of them. And when they do, it's rarely. And so it's like that little bit that they get, they want more. And so, for example, if a girl is dealing with a guy that has great trust, gives her great trust, right? Maybe he cheated on her 1-2 times, right? That sounds like, well, where is she going to trust him there? But he has money, status, cool. He cheated on her, but still he's a player, right? Girls love the players. He still talks to her bad here and there, but he still shows her love. And so she's attached to that little bit of love. And so she's trying to get him. And this is where girls try to change men now, right? You guys are trying to change women. This is where girls try to change men now. They'll try to change a guy that's for the streets, a guy that's for the hood, you know, a real gangster, a guy that is, you know, a player, a guy that just does not give a dang, a guy that's super ho-ish, right? They will try to change them for the better to start acting like a simp, but it can never happen. And it's a circle and it becomes a cycle. Okay, so all in reality, y'all make sure you're good. You have your money in check. Make sure your status is all good. You're going to have to work on yourself regardless. That's just honestly the basics now. And if you can't get that part in hand, I'm telling you guys, oh my gosh, you guys don't know what's in store. It's going to be 10 times harder if you don't have somewhat of money and status. But your best bet is more money. The status obviously comes along, but girls will definitely want you more and come back for more if you have money. And last thing I just want to say, once you have those bare minimums, yes, I know it sounds bad, but it's becoming bare minimums. Once you have that, when you go ahead and give her something else, she gets addicted to that. So when she does come back, you have to make sure you supply that, right? It's a real addiction. So it could also be back to leaving her sore. When she's attached to the way you lay it down, she has to come back for more so she can feel that type of experience, that type of soreness again, right? And the soreness, yes, it's painful, but that's that good, pleasurable pain. Best believe. I don't know if you guys know about that one, but no, you wouldn't know, I don't think. But anyway, sorry. That was really off topic. So all I want to say to wrap up for this, and when you bring something to the table, last thing, you guys, is that she has to have some more of it, but don't give her too much where she can overdose on it. And she might just get tired of it as well. So you have to be careful with how much you are giving out so you do have balance, okay? Okay. And if you have more questions, let me know, but I will talk about this one specifically because there's a lot more I want to say. Last thing on my list, and this is very, very simple, but listen to me, hear me out. Having your own place. So back to reality. Let's talk about modern day women. Yes, they act like, oh, they could get any guy. And they could get any guy, but they can't get any guy that has money status, right? And has money status and then bring the loyalty in. The loyalty normally doesn't come in, right? Once again, because these guys aren't going to be loyal to girls that are for the streets. So in all reality, you have to remember, these girls are not dealing with those guys that they always want to. That's why they're still complaining. That's why girls are still talking so much crazy stuff about guys and all these awful things. And so now, back to women, y'all. They will go ahead and deal with the guy that just took her out. He doesn't really have a car. She already knew that. He made her Uber there. She was already pissed about that, but he at least paid, right? But she's still mad. And so girls are coming across guys that are just regular guys that don't have their own place. And obviously this will apply more for, I would say, obviously, I would say more like younger folks, when you're young, you're just starting out, when you just graduated, like that type of thing, right? So obviously, if a girl is just going day to day, going to school, average things, she's coming across guys all the time. All these different guys she's coming across, everybody's trying to get their life together. And so there's so much more guys that women come across that don't have these things that they say they've been getting or they have to have. So girls have this bare minimum of you have to have money and status. But the reality is girls come across guys all the time that don't even have anything close to that. They have money, right? Sometimes they have their job, but it's not close to that 6 figures, not even, right? Or 7 figures, 8 figures, whatever, you know how it goes. And then the status, like I said, will come later on. More so money is what's going to get them. And so when these guys have somewhat of the money, that's all they have to offer. They might bring something else to the table, but it's not something she can't find somewhere else, right? Some other guy could do the same thing. The way you talk to her or the way you listen to her is not nothing different than any other guy. Or the way you give her a response, that other guy gives her a way better response. Yours is not different. But when you have your own place and then when you do your own different things in today's society, you're going to be coming across people that are still trying to get it all the time. Because that's just how it is. When we have mental health, and that's something that's never going to go away, we're going to always be facing depression and anxiety and all these different things, right? Not everybody has it low or, is vibrating at a low vibration in that sense. Not to say that everybody that's depressed, but I'm just saying not everybody has everything the same. And so in reality, though, it's more worse than good. So the sad part, to wrap up, you guys, because it's more bad than good, these women, when they act like, oh, they could get a guy that has all these different things, they're just talking out of pride, out of their ego, and out of their looks. So the stats are not that she came across a guy that has a big $1 million home. She came across a guy that has a condo. Maybe, yeah, that could happen. Or it could be maybe he lives at his own place, his mom's place, but it's in the basement, right? And these girls also will start range a guy based on that. So some guys will have obviously a whole place to themselves, a whole apartment. Some guys will have roommates, right? The more you have of your own, the more money it looks like you have, the more status you have, right? And so even if it's not your place, or even if you are paying big bucks, it just shows that you have your own, you have money, and that is the stuff that girls always just come right back for. Okay, so that is it. I will elaborate in other videos. Y'all want a part 2? Let me know. Bye, guys.